All right, everyone. Hi, it's Dr. Ihrig, and now we're going to be talking about the quadratic formula. So we talked some about, well, you're going to see a lot more about how to use the calculator to solve quadratics. We talked about like the axis of symmetry, the turning points. We haven't really talked about factoring yet, but you probably learned about it in your classes. Well, there are some polynomials that you just can't factor very easily, and it's a lot easier to use the quadratic formula. Now, I know you're probably tired of hearing me saying it. When I was in school, we had to do all of this by hand. You have the Desmos calculator. Like, yes, you do. So I'm going to click on the scientific calculator, and we're going to start by just typing in the quadratic formula. And I notice everything is divide, so I'm going to do divide first. And then I'm going to type in the letter B. I'm literally copying it in here. Now, first I'm going to put a plus sign because they don't have a feature that has plus or minus, so we're going to put the plus sign first. Then I'm going to type the radical. I'm going to type in b squared, like I'm literally typing in it right from the formula sheet, all over 2a. Now I'm going to take this, and I just highlighted it, I copied it, and I clicked here and I pasted it. Now here's the little change. Instead of this first plus sign, we're going to turn that to a minus sign. So for the quadratic formula, all you're doing is you are taking out ABC from the polynomial and you're plugging it in. That's it. That's all we're doing. So if we look at this example here, now here we have 1, -8, and -20. Okay, now to do this for real, you would say x equals the opposite of b plus or minus radical b squared, so it'd be -8 squared, minus 4 times a times c. And that radical goes that whole way, all over 2a. That's what we're going to end up typing in here. But this is how we do it. See how we said the number in front of the x squared is 1? I'm just going to go here, and instead of having c, I'm going to type 1 in parentheses, because anytime we substitute, we use parentheses. Then I'm going to say, actually, I lied. A is 1, so I'm going to go over to A and type in 1 for A here and here. And I'm going to go over here and do the same thing. And remember, anytime we substitute, we just put it in parentheses. I noticed that B is -8. So anytime I have B, I have to put it in parentheses, but I'm just substituting, taking out the B and putting in parentheses -8. You need the parentheses, especially when there's negatives. And then I can do the same thing down here. Put parentheses -8. Go right here, take out this b, put parentheses -8, just like that. And then my c term is -20, so I'm going to delete the c, put parentheses -20. And here I will delete the c here, put parentheses -20. And there are my answers, -10 and 2, which coincidentally means that could have been factored. But that's how we do the problems. Now, let's say it was a different number. So if we look at the next one is definitely going to be that pattern. So here we know this is our correct answer. Those are our roots. Nope, that's not our correct answer. This is our correct answer, 10 and -2. So now let's go down to number 4. For number 4, A equals 1. B equals -8, and C equals -2. So just like number 3, or the first one, number 1 I was calling it, 1 stays the same, -8 stays the same. The only thing that changes is the C value. So watch this. I'm going to just turn this -20 into -2, and turn this -20 into -2. And then this is what happens. You get decimals. Now, kids are like, Doc, there's decimals. I can't handle it. Yes, you can. because all we're going to do, just like we did on the irrational number slides, is we're going to turn the answer choices into decimals. I'm going to type 4 plus 3 square roots of 2. I get that first answer, so that's a good sign. Now I'm going to type in 4 minus 3 square roots of 2. And I get the second answer, so now I know that this is the correct choice. Okay, so could you reduce the radicals? Could you do all of those things? Yes. Okay, however, you can also do it this way. All right, let's go to the next section.